Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the second day of the free RAYD8 e-course. So if you joined me yesterday, you noticed that I was talking about the free version, and today we're going to be talking about the premium version. Okay. So I don't have my tablet on me today. I forgot to charge it overnight, so I went to turn it on this morning. I was like, oh, tablet's dead. So I'm just going to be using my iPhone here as an example. I'll turn it this way. My iPhone here as an example when I'll be talking about the premium version today. So if you again joined me yesterday, I was talking a lot about how to download the app, right? So it's available both on the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. Once you have it installed, you open it up and you would see a screen similar to this. Now, of course, this is an activated version of the app, which means it's purchased. When it's purchased, you can access the premium version. Now, because I can't undo that, I can't show you exactly what it looks like when you first install it. But to give you an explanation, all you're doing is you're just, if you want to purchase the premium version, you just click on Purchase Premium Version, and through Google Store or Google Play, Apple Store, I always get confused by those two. Google Play or Apple Store, you purchase it. Once it's purchased, it downloads, and then you would see a screen like this. Okay, so the premium version is $33 USD. It's a one-time payment. Once you pay it, you have it for the rest of your life. Okay, so seeing this screen here, what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you the example of the premium version as I play it on my phone. I'm just going to click the play button, and it just gives you a brief intro here. I'll read out the intro. Premium version provides a premium spectrum scalar experience for self-rejuvenation. The premium version is a looping visual with an optional audio track that offers a premium body energy charging effect. All organs, cells, bodily systems, energy systems, subtle bodies, plus emotional and mental states will receive a powerful scalar charge. A Schumann resonance charge, which is 7.83 Hertz. I think there's a typo there. And a 15-color ray vibratory charge to aid in rejuvenating the body and mind. Okay, there's a lot more happening with that, but this is just giving you a brief intro of what the premium version is about. Then we just click on Start Premium Version, and here it is. So I'm just going to mute this soundtrack. Okay, so there you go. Looks beautiful, right? It's like looking at a rainbow bridge, and you're seeing all of these gorgeous symbols just flowing through the rainbow colors. So it has a very attractive interface, but when we're looking at the interface itself, through the premium version, we're looking at thousands of different processes that are happening at the same time. And I'm going to be going through those today, right? So like I said, premium version, there's a lot more to it. When you're looking at the free version is very, like I said, bare bones. It's a skeleton version. You have about a dozen or a couple dozen processes going on through the free version. But when you're coming here looking at the premium version has, again, thousands of processes that are taking place. So what you'll notice, because you can't really see it too well here on the iPhone because it has a kind of unique screen, and so it's not able to show the entirety of the premium version. Not that that's a bad thing. It's still, all 15 bars are still intact, so it's fine. But normally what you would see is you'd see the source light in the background a little bit more prevalently because you'd have a little bit more room up here. And this is why I was hoping I'd get my tablet going, but like I said, the battery's dead. So the background also contains that source white light like what the free version also has. And that source white light represents that of the source center vibration. And just as I was describing yesterday, that source center vibration is moving through the bars, and it is creating a collision effect. That collision effect is what's generating scalar. Okay? When we're looking at the premium version basically has a scalar field range of about 0.43 miles. Okay? So just close to about a half a mile. And that's going out throughout your entire neighborhood. So that's a lot of power for a single screen on a simple little device like a phone. Okay? Very, very powerful. And of course, you're getting all of these benefits from what's known as the 15-color vibratory array. Now, the 15 colors all represent different color vibrations that reside naturally within your body. So your organs represent different color vibrations. Your cells represent different color vibrations. Your bodily systems represent different color vibrations. Your skeletal structure, everything representing the body is an array of these particular colors, quite commonly within the 15 color spectrum. Now here's the interesting thing about the vibratory color frequencies. Even though it shows a rainbow frequency, a rainbow color grid here, it's not so much about the idea of the physical colors. It's about the vibrational colors, right? So we're not just shining a bunch of pink ray in the heart, for example. It's kind of like if you look at an orange, right? And if you're being a little bit more familiar with radiesthesia, or again, looking into the ancient ways of dowsing, they'll talk to you about a color vibratory scale. And if I had an orange directly in front of me and I actually started doing some radiesthesia work on it, being able to detect the color vibration that is commonly found within citrus fruits, it's not orange. It's basically ultraviolet. Okay? So oranges, for example, basically contain a richness of the ultraviolet color vibration. And that's really what we're going for here. We're not just looking at the physical color vibration, right? That's a pigment, and that's different, right? Even within that represents different color arrangements that may not be orange. But if you're looking at the true essence of an orange, its vibrational color represents that of ultraviolet. So that's the difference. So that's what we're seeing here, even though we look at the color overlays that are giving us the obvious physical colors, they're not to be mistaken for physical colors. They're not meant to be mistaken for, again, kind of like the decor of what you see in an object. Another example is frankincense, right? Frankincense doesn't look orange at all, but when you actually scan it, you'll notice that frankincense has the orange vibratory color, right? So this is what I'm talking about in RAYD8. Even though I'm using the complexions to have this kind of rainbow color, these colors are not meant to be seen in the physical. They are vibratory colors, right? There's a difference between the physical orange color and the vibratory orange color. There's a difference between the ultraviolet physical color and the ultraviolet vibratory color. So what this rainbow primarily focuses on is it focuses on vibratory colors, not physical. It's appearing as physical so that we can identify it, but it really does not function through the physical color spectrum, but through the vibratory color spectrum. So we have 15 different colors there. We have white, we have red, we have orange, we have yellow, we have lemon, we have green, we have turquoise, we have blue, we have ultraviolet, we have violet, we have infrared, we have negative green, which I'll get into in a moment, we have gold, and we have black. Okay, I think I covered them all. So those are the 15 color vibratory frequencies that are working together with your body, because your liver, for example, will have a multitude of different color arrangements. It can have some green vibration in it. It can have some orange vibration in it. It can have some yellow vibration into it. It can have some blue vibration into it. So this is what sets RAYD8 apart from many other different healing systems, is it's not working with physical colors. It's working with the vibratory colors. Okay? So the vibratory colors is what's bringing the natural replenishment of your body forward. Like I said, when you look at the free version, we basically just have two color bars there. We have the grounded color bar, and we have the white color bar. Now in the screen here, we see that there are at the center those two color bars. So we have what's known as the grounding color bar. We also have the rainbow color bar. It's a little bit hard to see because it's covered with the other bars, but we have two crossbars here. The grounding bar and what we refer to as the, we could call it the Kundalini life force bar. I just refer to it as the life force energy bar. But the life force energy bar is responsible for helping to balance your prenatal and postnatal life force. So it looks like a little rainbow color crossbar. And that is responsible for, in Chinese, they would refer to it as the Jing, or the Qi, or the Shen, right? In yoga traditions, they refer to it as the Kundalini. And in Western traditions, you would basically just refer to it as prenatal or postnatal life force. And so what it's doing is it's balancing out, it's helping to arrange and align the natural prenatal and postnatal life force, because our prenatal life force can get skewed. It does happen. This is why certain people get premature Kundalini awakening at time. They basically just feel this intensity that happens. They feel like something horrible is happening to their body, but what's actually happening is they're getting a Kundalini perturbation, right? And it can lead to certain physical symptoms that can be troublesome, right? It can lead to back problems, it can lead to nausea, it can lead to one area of the body being numb, or maybe the left side or the right side feeling more numb than the other. These are common signs of Kundalini perturbation. RAYD8 is designed to help bring the Kundalini back, right? It's not pushing it, it's just negotiating with the Kundalini to bring it back into its natural order. Again, the same thing goes with our pranic systems. Our pranic systems can be skewed, our pranic systems can be blocked, our pranic systems can be basically obstructed in many different ways, and that color bar is helping to balance those out. So this is why I say that there are thousands of processes taking place on the screen here running premium version that are happening all at once. So when you're sitting directly in front of the premium version, it's very common to feel like you're getting that buzzing sensation, that tingling sensation, you're feeling something very, very deeply. People have told me constantly, as soon as they get the premium version, they leave it on for 10 minutes. Pain they've had in their wrists, pain they've had in their hands, gone, right? Gone in like 10 minutes. So great, that's excellent. That's showing that premium is working well with you. And I'd give them some tips. I just say, okay, just making sure that you're lowering the light levels if you can. Make sure you maximize the brightness on your screen. Don't worry about having to feel like you have to look directly at the screen, okay? You can just have it just like this, and it's still working to you. Here I am talking to you, and the screen is just to my side here, and it's still working on me. Like I talked about yesterday, is that you do not have to look directly in the screen. If you want to, that's fine. That's exactly why I created a beautiful interface, okay? You can certainly look at the screen, but it's not necessary, okay? You can have it over here to your side while you're doing work, and it's working on you, okay? Now yesterday, I was just closing the blinds, I was turning off the light. I'm not going to do that today, because you guys pretty much got the point from yesterday. If you tuned into yesterday's broadcast, if you haven't, I really suggest you watch day one. After you watch today, make sure you get both days fully integrated into yourself, so that when you have RAYD8, some of you may just have the free version, right? If you want to get the premium version, like I said, you can purchase it through the app itself, either on Google Play or through the Apple Store. Okay. So what I'm going to be talking about next, like I said, we basically have covered the two crossbars, the two central crossbars here. That again is the grounding bar and the life force energy bar. And then I've covered the 15 color vibratory array here. And now we're going to cover these symbols. Okay, so we have these symbols that are moving left and right through the screen, and they're moving at different speeds, specifically through the standard version, as we'll get into the different speeds of the premium version here in a little bit. What are these body symbols? These body symbols do not exist in the free version. What exists in the free version is that circular ring that expands outwards. So what's going on with this? What are these symbols that are moving left and right and going through different speeds throughout the bars? These are what's known as the body symbols. Okay, so the body symbols are illustrations. They are illustrations. Often, many of them will have illustrations of the organs. Now, this is very important because it works together with the necessity of harmonious shape geometry, and that's really what I call it, HSG. Okay, harmonious shape geometry. The reason being is because when many of us are sick, our organs are contorted. Our organs are bloated. Our organs may be, you could say, almost like deflated. They can be overinflated. They can be twisted. The organs themselves basically contort. And as the organs themselves contort, this is the indication of sickness. Now, of course, we wouldn't really be able to see that unless we have, surgery or other particular means to see inside the organs. But basically, this is what causes a lot of sickness, is that your organs are not in their harmonic shape geometry. their harmonious shape geometry. What happens is that they become contorted, and that leads into organ sickness. What RAYD8 is doing, and this is the only healing technology that I'm aware of that actually does this, is that it actually blueprints the body to reform the organs back into their harmonious shape geometry. Okay, that's why there's diagrams. There's illustrations of many of the organs that you would find through the body symbols. Now, there are codes contained inside each of those body symbols. Each of those body symbols have transcendental codes placed in it, very similar to how I would create the body deck, the mind deck, the energy deck through etherics, or how I would create the Taurus bed kit through etherics and so forth. They have transcendental codes within them. Well, the same thing with RAYD8. RAYD8's body symbols have transcendental codes. Like I said, it's like going into an altered state of consciousness, seeing the harmonious blueprint of an organ and everything within it that represents a harmony, and imbuing it directly into that body symbol. That's what you're seeing. That's what's happening here. So not only are there codes contained in that body symbol, but the illustration is giving that of a healthy looking organ. And that is what RAYD8 is doing. RAYD8 is helping to uncontort the current state of organs within the body, because many of them are contorted, many of them are skewed, many of them are out of alignment, and that is exactly what you may feel as you feel those buzzing sensations, those tingling sensations as it's moving up and down. You're actually looking not only at the organs, you're looking at your muscles, you're looking at your tissues, you're looking at your nerves, you're looking at fibers, you're looking at all these different components within the body that are being completely and totally restructured. They're being restructured to move back into their prime blueprint state. Okay, I refer to that as what we call the divine blueprint of life. Right? When a person is in the divine blueprint of life, their body is 100% healthy, which means nothing of their organs or their glands or their bodily systems, nothing of that nature, everything that represents the infrastructure of the body is completely intact. And that's what RAYD8 is working on, is it's helping to uncontort the areas of your body that have been contorted by toxicity, by pollution, by bad eating, by emotional and mental disarray, right? There's all kinds of causes. And so what RAYD8 is doing is helping to bring all of that back into balance. Okay? So that's what you're getting here through the premium version, is you're seeing again thousands of not thousands of processes, but dozens and dozens of these body symbols that are moving left and right throughout the bars. So why is it moving at certain speeds? So one side may be going this slow, and the other side, the opposite side, is going slow, and then it starts to pick up. Well, that again relates to the Fibonacci sequence. Okay, so the Fibonacci sequence is working together in tandem with the color bar vibratory array, and it's also working together with the speed of the body symbols. So we have the Fibonacci sequence overlaid on several levels relating to the premium version, and this is why the premium version is much more advanced. Right? It has way more processes. Thousands of processes are happening on screen. Like I said, you have all kinds of processes that are working together with the vibratory color bars. You have all kinds of processes that are working together with the crossbars. You have all kinds of processes that are working together with the source center vibration, bringing out the scalar vibration. You have thousands of processes, including the body symbols and all of the coding that's contained inside each of the body symbols, which basically go into an accumulation of thousands of processes. All of this is being done on you at once. It would actually be almost next to impossible for a healer to bring about these kind of processes to you all at once. That healer would need to have one of the most sophisticated minds the world has ever seen. They would also have to have one of the most attentive, disciplined minds the world has ever seen, because you are having thousands of processes here done on you at once. And there is no healer on the planet that can do that. So that is what is so great about the RAYD8 premium version, is you're getting thousands of processes taking place. So we are getting the negative ions, right? As I talked about yesterday in day number 1, we have the negative ions that are filling your space with the premium version, just as what you get in the free version. Okay, free version works on converting positive ions into negative ions, so it kind of feels like energetically you're in a forest. Same thing happens with the premium version here. Okay, so you got the negative ions, you got the 7.83 hertz frequency representing that of the Earth. The Earth's heartbeat, that's working with you as well too. You have the 432 hertz frequency of the Sun, that's working with you too. And a lot of the body symbols will actually have the frequency hertz of certain infrastructure within your body. We have the frequency hertz for your bones. We have the frequency hertz for your liver. We have the frequency hertz for your heart. We have the frequency hertz for your stomach. We have the frequency hertz for your liver, etc. Right? They also include those hertz frequencies. That's not available in the free version. That's available in the premium version. So again, all of these particular types of frequencies are radiating directly into your energy field. That's the difference of the premium version. As I said, is it offers far more processes. It's much more of a sophisticated program. It's the full version, really. That's why I used to call it before we call it the premium version. And my development team was saying, well, Brad, why don't you just call it the premium version? I go, oh, okay, I guess we'll call it the premium version. I was originally going to call it the full version, but premium version it is. So that, again, is all of the benefits that are coming through the premium version. Is a lot more, right? I'd have to spend hours with you guys to talk to you about what is actually contained in every single body symbol, because, like I said, it took me 3 months to really develop this. The free version really did not take that long. It was the premium version that really took quite a long time, because I was personally coding every single body symbol with all of the natural infrastructure pertaining to an organ or pertaining to a like chakra center, or again, we're also looking at a lot of energetic body symbols and stuff. We call them body symbols for the energy body, but there's aspects of it that are not even in the body, right? We even look at the idea of your different subtle bodies, right? We're looking at your astral body, we're looking at your causal body, we're looking at your emotional body, we're looking at your mental body, we're looking at your akashic body, we're looking at your karmic body. We're looking at all these different bodies that are subtly arranged and just helping to bring them back and coordinate them back together into harmony. We have, again, working together with areas of the brain. We're helping to work with the brain wave states, right? Helping to stabilize, center, balance, and stimulate the brain wave states. This is what happens if you're working with the premium version quite commonly. You may just feel like you're ready to doze off. You just feel so relaxed, you feel so calm, and your body just says rest, 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 okay? Now, it may be different when you're tuning into the different speeds of the premium version, just like the free version has as well too. You may want to get amped up. You may want to get very highly active, okay? So just like we have with the free version, we also have this with the premium version, okay? So I can put this on to super fast, okay? And now everything is moving in a very fast motion. Like I said yesterday, this is exactly what can charge you up significantly, okay? If you're an athlete and you really want to get a lot of energy flowing through you, you're choosing the super fast. I'm already feeling it right now. Just feeling this huge charge. It's like, right? It's just getting your energy body super active with that speed. I can move it again to fast, okay? It even just gives you a moment. Please wait, the video is downloading. Okay, so got to take a minute for that. It might just be my internet. Okay, and this is the fast version, okay? Then again, we have the other two. We have slow and super slow. I'll just go to super slow, okay? And here's the super slow version. So this is something you'll want to use if you want to relax. If you want to relax, if you want to unwind, then you're using the super slow version or the slow version, okay? So basically, the slow version would run at about 55 seconds. That would complete the entire pass. And then the super slow version runs at 144 seconds, which would complete the entire pass. The super fast version is every second. The fast version is between 3 to 5 seconds, okay? So those are the different speeds that you can use. And like I said, everybody is different with RAYD8 when it comes to utilizing those speeds. Somebody may want to, again, have that activity. They might want to have that super fast energy because they want to get revitalized quickly. It really doesn't matter about your age group. right? You could be a 12-year-old and you want to just get a super fast vibration going. You could be 75 years old and you want that super fast speed going, okay? And vice versa, same thing together with the slow and super slow speeds altogether. So this is just giving you more of an outlook about the premium version. So when you're using the premium version, like I said, just like I explained yesterday in the free version, because I gave a lot of the main teachings away in the first day, is that you're making sure your light levels are lowered, okay? If you're going outside, just make sure that you're putting it in your pocket, right? If it's a nice, big, nice, beautiful, gorgeous, sunny day, put your phone in your pocket, right? Just put it right in here, and then just go about your day. RAYD8 is running in your pocket, and now you're driving your car, now you're walking down the street, now you're on the beach, whatever it may be, and it's giving you the nourishment because the dark pocket is enabling that biomagnetic light to absorb directly into your energy field, okay? So that biomagnetic light, our goal is to get as much of that pure light into the body as possible. And so we're doing that just by putting it very simply in a pocket, okay? If you're in your room, you're in your bedroom, you're in your front room, do your best to try and lower the light level if you can. If not, maybe go to your bedroom, go to your bathroom, whatever, and have your light lowered, okay? So like I said, increasing the maximum brightness of the screen and getting a great deal of that nourishment of the biomagnetic light, because the biomagnetic light is the highest concentration of the codes that are coming directly into your body, okay? There's scalar as well too, but like I said, scalar goes out close to almost half a mile with the RAYD8 premium version, okay? So it goes out about 300 feet with the free version, then it goes out about a half a mile with the premium version, and then when we're looking at RAYD8 regen, very close to 2 miles, okay? So that is the lowdown of how far out the scalar field expands through its circumference. So again, as I talked about yesterday pertaining to the scalar field, that it is omnipresent, that it is everywhere at once, that it is action at a distance. It's a carrier wave, right? It's a carrier wave that passes through everything. It passes through all forms of matter. You cannot burn it. You cannot soak it with water. You cannot tear it with wind. You cannot bury it with earth, right? It just moves through everything. So scalar, once that is being used in its healing properties, will do tremendous benefits for the entire planet. So again, as I'm running RAYD8 regen, I'm running it downstairs in my healing suite, and it is radiating throughout the entire neighborhood, 1.62 miles. I'm going to be upgrading the RAYD8 regen to make it even stronger, right? So I'm going to be increasing a lot more of the Fibonacci sequence, because the Fibonacci sequence is actually what's enabling these fields to become bigger and more expansive. The Fibonacci sequence is pulsing and oscillating the energy fields that represent this technology. And it's pulsing and oscillating it and continuing to pulse and oscillate it up to a certain point based upon the mathematical calculations of the Fibonacci sequence. When I keep adding to it, the field just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Right now, if I'm looking at the RAYD8 regen version, it is at the alignment of 1/septillionth of a second, okay? That's a lot of zeros, okay? And I'm actually looking to get it even higher than that. So it's going to be even stronger, be an even stronger field. My goal is to see if I can get it right up to exactly 2 miles, right? If I can get it right exactly up to 2 miles, I'm satisfied with that. The premium version, because it really is designed to work with a single screen, I'm completely fine with the way that it is right now pertaining to its outreach of the scalar field. It is already a very powerful app, and I think just in regards to how far it goes, it's totally adequate for a single screen system. RAYD8 regen is different because it works with multiple screens. It is specifically designed to work with multiple displays and significantly amplify the not only the biomagnetic light feature, but also the scalar. Okay, so I think I've covered pretty much everything here with the premium version. I'll just put it on pause here, and then we can again go exit and exit out of it. Now I'm also going to show you just some of the menu items that you'll find on the phone as well too. Like I said, you have the introduction video, you have the frequently asked questions, you have the option of buy premium for a friend or visit website, okay? So when you get it the very first time, you'll also have the opportunity of promo codes. Sometimes I may put out promo codes on special occasions. So that promo code option is there. I don't have any promo codes at the moment right now. Another thing I'm going to mention as well too is the browser version of RAYD8 that is coming. Okay. So as I talked about, I think it was just a couple of days ago on one of my webcasts, I was making an announcement on when the browser version will be coming out, and it's going to be coming out on June 19th. Okay, June 19th, this Wednesday, will be the launching. Not this Wednesday. It's Wednesday after next. June. I'm not even sure what day I'm in right now. Today is June 8th, right? So June 19th will be the debut date of the RAYD8 browser app. Okay, this is again the browser app that many of you helped to contribute to make happen. So in combination together with the mobile app and the browser app, you can pretty much use RAYD8 universally, right? If you have a Linux system, you can use it on Linux. If you have a Windows computer, you can use it on Windows. If you have a MacBook, if you have an iMac, right, you can use it on those. All it takes is just a browser. You can use it on your smart TV. You can use it on a tablet. You can use it on an iPad. The great news about the browser app is that the browser app is completely cross-compatible with the mobile app, which means, for example, as I purchased this on my phone, okay, the premium version, it has my own email assigned to it. All I have to do is that when I go to the browser app when it launches, I would just type in the same email and I would be able to get the premium version on that without having to pay for it on the browser app, okay? So if you've paid for it already on your mobile device, let's say for example that you have an Apple iPhone and you've already purchased it there, you can go onto the browser app and just log in with the same email, and the premium version will be there as well too, right? So you don't need to double buy. The only time you need to double buy is if you, for example, have like an iPhone and an Android, okay? That's the only time that you have to double buy, because Apple and Android don't communicate with each other. So you'd have to buy them separately for both of those platforms, okay? That's the only time you need to double buy. But when it comes to the mobile version and the browser version, no, you don't have to double buy. It is cross-compatible, and I think that's a very amazing feature that we've been able to put on for the browser app. So the browser app will work exactly the same. Again, I don't have it up yet, but again, everything is really the same. It's just on a bigger screen. Like I said, if we have it on the desktop, if we have it on a smart TV, if your smart TV has an internet browser, you'll be able to use it, okay? Anything that has a browser, you'll be able to use it. So that's the exciting news coming up for the browser app altogether. All right, so why don't we go ahead now and get to some questions. Okay, so if you guys do have any questions, you can feel free to put it in the chat. I know we don't have as many people as we did yesterday, so it's usually the way the things are when we have these multiple part videos. Everybody tunes in for the first part. Oh, there's another part tomorrow. Okay. It's just the way it works. Happens all the time. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the questions. So again, if you guys do have questions on the chat, feel free to put it down. All right, let's talk to Sean first. So Sean has a question here. Hi, Brad. Wondering what version of RAYD8 you recommend for highest power with private use only. Several screens using browser or a regen setup. I intend to energize both self and the neighborhood. Okay. So, like I said, these two courses were primarily meant for the free version and for the premium version, but I can give you a little bit of an extra tidbit relating to RAYD8 Regen, okay? RAYD8 Regen, because it has its own website, radiateregen.com, is our industrial strength version, okay? When you're looking at the mobile apps are the scaled down version of this technology, okay? They're the miniature version of this technology. When you're actually having a RAYD8 Regen system, you are using the most powerful of the RAYD8 technology, okay? Simple as that. Simply because the way I have designed the interface is very different from what you would see with the premium version or the free version. Regen has its own RAYD8 interface. Its interface is specifically designed to intensify as it cross-connects with other displays, right? So as it displays, in the coding, it's actually meant to amplify even more, right? So it is designed to work with multiple displays. You cannot use the Regen system as a single monitor. You can, but you're missing out the potential of it, right? So the entire potential of Radiate Regen is to have it as a multi-screen, multi-display unit. So downstairs, for example, I have a 12-screen system that has a 43-inch monitor, 43-inch smart TVs. Okay, so there's 12 43-inch smart TVs that are running at the same time, all precisely aligned. Very similar to like what the EE Systems does, right? EE Systems will align their screens together to generate a torus field. Now, as I said, the torus field is already radiating within a single screen. So what you're basically looking at is you're looking at a cluster of torus fields. A cluster of torus fields that are coming together to generate one powerful, potent torus field. Okay, so that's the difference between EE Systems and Radiate. Radiate can generate a torus field through a single screen. EE Systems cannot. Radiate is portable. EE Systems is not, right? And I'm not trying to be competitive with EE Systems. I do want to work with them, but I'm just stating facts here. Right, there is a torus field contained in a single screen, right? So when you have it up on your phone, you have a torus field. Basically, the center point is right at the center of your screen, and it's radiating, right? It's radiating out, free version, 300 feet, through the premium version, 0.43 miles, or close to half a mile, okay? So that's how that works. And again, Radiate Regen, each of their torus fields, 1.62 miles, okay? And then they're coming together. And like I said, they can even radiate. I haven't even done a test on 12 screens yet, right? The test I originally did was on a 4-screen setup of Radiate, which brought it out to 1.62 miles. I still have to do tests on how far it goes now with 8 screens, with 12 screens. I haven't done those tests yet. So the 1.62 miles is the quote I've given when there was a 4-screen setup. With an 8-screen setup, I don't know yet. With a 12-screen setup, I don't know yet. I have to still do work on that to determine. My feelings, it's probably even gone farther than that. It may also be up to about 2 miles right now. So I have to check on that. And that has to wait till I get back from vacation. I'm leaving tomorrow to go to Hawaii for a whole week. And then when I come back, maybe I'll have some time to do some more research looking into that. But if you're looking to have the highest power for private use, like I said, we do have Radiate available for private homes. Then all you would do is just go to radiateregen.com, right? Go to the website, and on the nav bar you'll see to acquire the Radiate license, okay? So you go to the Radiate license page, and you'll have an option of 2 application forms that you can fill out online. Number 1 is for private homes or personal use. Number 2 is for the commercial application, okay? Now the private home use, it's the exact same price for both. Private homes and commercial are both at the same price. The license fee for it, currently as of today, at the time of this recording, is $2,000 US, okay? So both the private homes and the commercial would pay that amount. Now the commercial has a lot more commercial benefits with Radiate Regen because they can actually charge for it. They can charge for it, and they also get discounts, and they get a lot more kind of like priority support from me because they're businesses. Private homes, again, can utilize the technology, but it's for personal use only. You would not be able to use it commercially, okay? So that's the difference between the two. Commercial just has more perks, right? But the personal, you can use it, and it's for your entire household. You can bring friends over, and they can use it as well, too, but you just can't use it for services, right? You can't charge for it, not unless you actually decide to switch, and you can do this as well, too. If you decide, okay, I've had this as a personal application now, I'm ready to move into a commercial application, do I have to pay an extra fee? No. All you have to do is you just sign a new terms and conditions agreement detailing the information of your business, and then you just switch over. That nullifies the personal agreement, and then you have the commercial agreement. Okay, so you can always switch over at any time, but again, as long as you have a private home policy, make sure you don't charge for it. Okay, very, very important. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. I'm happy to hear that you want to energize the neighborhood. That's great. That's exactly what I'm doing right now, energizing this entire neighborhood out to at least 1.63 miles, and maybe even larger than that now that I have more displays downstairs. Okay, so thank you, Sean. Let's go down to a next question. This one here is from Maria. Maria says, Brad, once the PC version of Radiate rolls out, could it be downloaded on a Mac computer, and will it have to be a separate purchase? So as I stated, the only reason if you have to double pay, you would only double pay is if you're paying for an Apple or an Android, right? If it's an Apple and Android version of Radiate, that's the only time that you double pay, okay? When you're working together with the mobile version and with the browser version, they are cross-compatible. You do not ever have to pay for a mobile version and for a browser version, right? If you have the premium version on your mobile device and you use the email that you used to purchase, you're just typing in that email again, okay? And all that is, there's no passwords, right? Everything's listed on a database pertaining to emails, okay? So you don't have any passwords. You just type in your email, you're there. Premium version is now up on the browser app, okay? It's just super convenient. You guys don't have to worry about stupid passwords, okay? It just goes right into your email and it's there for you, right? It's like your email is your password. So it's your username, it's your password all together. And I think that's an incredible option. It's less hassle, more enjoying of Radiate, okay? So no, only unless you're deciding to put it on an iPhone and an Android, then you would need a double pay option, okay? Thank you for your question. Okay. So Jean says, tried it open next to my bed last night, didn't awaken once, feel so charged this morning, thank you. Oh, great, glad to hear that. So Jean here on the chat said that she tried, I'm not sure if she tried the free version or the premium version, but she felt really charged this morning. It's great. I sleep with Radiate every single night. It's a wonderful feeling. I get charged up. I guess kind of like that it's charged. It's not like the idea that I want to lift a car over my head, right? But you just feel clean when you wake up, right? I just woke up like an hour and a half ago and still a little bit groggy, but like my body feels clean. That's the kind of good thing about it, right? There's times too in the morning where I wake up and I am energized and I'm ready to conquer the day. I had to wake up a little bit earlier than usual. That's probably why I'm not really quite used to it, but feeling the skin's smooth as a baby. So I love that. Cells are definitely all charged up. And that's how you know. Like I said, you'll feel your skin and your skin feels nice and soft. It's almost like a baby. You've had a really good charge night, right? And your body is feeling clean, energized. And it's also good just to drink some water before bed. I'm not saying drink a ton of water, but have a small glass of water before you go to bed. Water helps you so significantly with Radiate because, like I said, you're getting you're drinking down the water. That water holds memory. That water irrigates systems, and that water absorbs. So when the energy codes are coming directly into your field, water will help to carry that frequency throughout your entire body. That's why water is so good to drink before, during, and after a Radiate session. Okay, so keep drinking water. Very, very important. And remember your breath work. Breath work is also good because breath will also carry the energy through the body, right? So if you're just breathing in for 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out through the nose, keep breathing like that. You're going to oxygenate your body. You're going to bring prana into the body. Yeah, and all of that carries the frequencies throughout your entire body through water and through air, through breath work. That is going to majorly help you. And like I said, don't forget your sea salt baths. Okay, if you don't have a bathtub, get a foot tub. Soak your feet. Okay, that will help as well too. Thank you for your sharing, Jean. And this one here is from Jan. Jan says, hi Brad, a question. I'm wearing the Biogeometry Signatures medallion, which works with the organs as well. Will that interfere with the Radiate Premium version? So guys, here's the thing. Something that's built with scalar will never affect more scalar, okay? It's kind of like saying that, I'm in a room full of air, and if I breathe in and breathe out this air, is that going to disrupt the air that's in the environment? No. It's not going to affect it as if it'll damage you or anything of that nature. So again, guys, everything that you see Radiate it is completely cross-compatible with all other forms of scalar systems, okay? I've taken biogeometry, I know all about it. Biogeometry works with scalar as well too, right? They call it the BG3. They call it the source, BG3. I call it the source center vibration. BG3 representing the 3 qualities of the source center, right? Higher harmonic of gold, higher harmonic of ultraviolet, higher harmonic of negative green, horizontal negative green. And I was going to talk about negative green as well too here in a minute. But yes, that works together with scalar energy, right? So scalar is basically what the BG3 is. The radiance of the center that comes out is scalar, okay? So scalar is the compressed effect of the source center vibration. That's what it is. But it can interchange. It just depends in regard. It's malleable, right? It can interchange into different things. You can use scalar to heal, or you can use scalar to destroy, because that's like, it's like the current of the ocean. We can have that beautiful ocean to bathe in and live in and prosper by, or that ocean can turn very violent and wipe people out, right, with vicious waves. So the same thing goes with scalar, right? It is a force of nature. So again, how we treat that force of nature is very important. I choose to use it on the healing side. Biogeometry also utilizes it on the healing side, right? So anything that works together with the healing side of scalar is cross-compatible. Guys, you're not dealing with matter here. You're not dealing with something materialistic. You are dealing with pure energy. And when there is that cross-compatibility of pure energy systems, they are designed to work together with each other. RAYD8 is designed to universally work together with everything. If you run a yoga class and you want to put RAYD8 regen inside your commercial space and say, yeah, I have this big yoga studio and I'm thinking of putting the regen monitors all around and having a yoga class with regen, go for it. You're going to have an incredible class, right? So everything in regards to what you're doing, if you're running a Reiki practice, you put the screens up in regen and you're having Reiki with that, that's going to be incredible. You're having an incredible experience. Same thing goes with massage. Same thing goes with any other particular type of modality or therapeutic service that you want to offer. RAYD8 is universally compatible with it, right? So it is never going to be detrimental if you're working with anything. You have like one of those 0-point necklaces as well too. Great. Use that together in tandem with RAYD8, right? You have crystals, you have bracelets that are charged. Great. Work together with that with RAYD8. RAYD8 will work in harmony with any particular energy system, with any particular service, energetic, therapeutic, metaphysical, etc. that you're doing. It works in harmony with that. It's a force of nature, and the force of nature is harmonious. All right. Now, as I said, I was going to talk about the negative green vibration. Okay. The negative green vibration is referred to this in radiesthesia. Radiesthesia, sometimes they'll refer to it as the negative electric green, right? But in quite common terms, it's referred to as the negative green vibration. It represents a horizontal vibrational color band. It's not really green in that way. It is much more of a gray-like color. But that is very much the carrier wave that I talk about. Okay, QHHT, yes, you can use it for QHHT too. You can use RAYD8 regen for QHHT. But that is the carrier wave that I'm talking about. Carrier wave is what passes through everything, right? There's a scalar field. And within that scalar field, everything is omnipresent. It is action at a distance. Well, the negative green is actually what is that carrier wave, okay? Again, we can refer to it as negative electric green or negative green altogether. This is found within radiesthesia circles. I've been trained in radiesthesia as well too. I've been trained in biogeometry. I've been trained in mental dowsing, right? So I'm quite familiar with these different things. That's again part of what's contained in RAYD8. That's exactly why there's a 15-color vibratory array, because that's something straight out of radiesthesia, right? That's something straight out of dowsing circles. That's something that's even in ancient healing as well too. What Egyptians knew as well too is to work with the color bands. The vibrational color arrays, that's something out of ancient Egypt, and that's something that's been brought into me and passed on into RAYD8. There are hundreds of different healing modalities contained inside RAYD8. That's what's so great about this. This is exactly how I was able to culminate it into this super app of 16 years of research looking into dozens and dozens of different types of healing modalities over the years and working to combine as many of them as possible into one single app. And that's what RAYD8 does, right? So RAYD8 is the only portable scalar app that does not require any emitters. It does not require any accelerators. It does not require any extra physical gear to operate as a single device on your app, on your mobile device, right? It's the only technology on the planet that is like that. There's nothing else like RAYD8. And I can state that as fact. I've looked at many other ones that basically claim to be scalar, but they say, well, you got to hook up emitters, you got to hook up accelerators, you need some extra tools to really generate the scalar effect, because there are other quote-unquote scalar apps that I've checked out. So what is this? Some of them are asking for emitters, some of them are asking for extra extensions and all that stuff. I said, no. It's not doing what RAYD8 can do, right? RAYD8 doesn't need all of that because, like I said, its engine is in the subtle planes, right? So again, you're looking at something that has been developed within the ethers and is being anchored here into an app. So its engine does not even exist in the physical plane, right? A scientist could go in and try to tear the phone apart, and they would not find anything pertaining to how RAYD8 works, right? It's completely and totally non-local, right? And it's just utilizing that interface as an anchor, as a medium, as a bridge, so that all of that energy that is contained inside the ether, and where that is it's right in front of you right now. That very torus field that a user will use on here is right in front of you right now, right? But it's just being anchored into you because I programmed it that way. Torus field is directly right in front of you, right here, and it's anchoring itself directly into the app so that it can be used in that way. That's the brilliance of RAYD8. It will never die. Can't kill it, right? You could smash your phone to bits, but like I said, you can always get another phone, and you can always download the app at any time. It is basically, you could say, an immortal technology, right? As long as that interface runs, that interface is the bridge that's connecting the engine that is contained in the subtle planes. You cannot kill that engine. That engine is indestructible. That engine is invisible unless you're able to tune into the astral planes and you can see it. But nonetheless, it will always be there because that is exactly what has been programmed for it to do. That's the programming that I do. My expertise is what I refer to as the spirit command power. And you could refer to that as being in an altered state of consciousness to state these things, and they come together in these higher planes. When you're working together with the higher planes, thoughts become reality. Thoughts become instantaneous through intention, right? That's exactly what's happened. And I've engineered it so that it stays put. It's completely static here. It's not moving, right? It's right in front of you. It's not just going to suddenly blip away. If it blipped away, that's something that I'd have to command, but I have no intention of commanding that, okay? So this is what you refer to as an altered state of consciousness via the spirit command power. That's what advanced students are learning right now in the Etherics Academy. Students that are in my academy are learning how to build these things, right? This is the next level of human consciousness, and I don't think that traditional material scientists in that sense will discover this for eons, right? What I'm bringing to this world is thousands of years ahead of the traditional materialistic science that we're aware of. They're just starting to get a little bit more into the, you could say, the advanced metaphysics of applying that. I don't want to say quantum because quantum is a ridiculous word, but basically the advanced metaphysics of science. They're just starting to get into that. And that's going to take them thousands of years before they really start to implement certain things, where you can have teleportation devices, where you can have portal devices, where you can basically travel from one planet to another without having to use a spacecraft. All these different things are through the metaphysical side of science. And like I said, we have a glimpse of that, something that is thousands of years advanced. And I'm not saying this, guys, to toot my horn, but I'm saying this because if you're comparing it to what is available right now, we're in a digital age, right? This is chalk drawings on a cave wall when you're looking at digital. When you actually start getting into the metaphysical and applying that into science, you are looking into the true science, right? What I am giving you guys through RAYD8 is thousands of years advanced. It is thousands of years advanced technology that is here right now, because human beings of the future will start to do this. They will learn how to work and engineer things in the astral plane and anchor them here, even far greater than RAYD8. RAYD8 is kind of like an elementary version of that. There are so many different things that you can do when you start tuning into the higher grids, when you start turning into the higher astral planes, the subtle planes, right, the causal planes, and you start bringing this stuff out. Oh my God, it's going to be incredible, right? The entire universe will be at your disposal. You will have access to information you never thought possible because you're able to engineer the astral together with the physical, the causal, the astral together with the physical. Blow you away. It'll blow you away, man. And this is exactly what RAYD8 is doing. RAYD8 is just giving you the example. The proof is the metaphysical touching the scientific. That's what Radiate is. So I'm not playing around with the physical nuts and bolts, technical mumbo jumbo of the physical plane. I am bringing the subtle planes into this device, working together through a physical interface so that you get this effect, so that you charge yourself up. And it's an energy device for the body. It's not an energy device to power your stereo or to power your TV or anything like that. It's an energy device to help replenish your body. It's the charger, you're the living battery. That's how it works, okay? So thank you for your question, Jen. Again, everything is completely compatible with scalar technology when it comes to Radiate. Okay. Helly asks, I am sleeping in the Taurus bed every night. I want to use Radiate in the night too. So will I explode or will I be in heaven? Well, I think kind of both. It'll be a pleasant explosion. It'll certainly be a beautiful, wonderful trip, okay? So again, I have a Taurus bed as well, right? So that's what really energized me. Like when you first sleep into the Taurus bed, when it's all activated and amplified, it is heavenly. You do not want to leave it. When you have Radiate and you're trying that out, then that too is heavenly. So again, you're adding heaven with heaven, right? It's a beautiful thing. So I'd suggest all the things that I'm offering you guys through etherics, because Radiate is an etherics technology, right? Everything through etherics. Grab it, try it. Try it for yourself and sample it. See it, how it makes you feel. But really, in that sense, it's asking, how was Brad able to do this? Can I do this too? Yes. And that's when you join the Etherics Academy, right? So it's ethericsacademy.com. That's exactly where you can go to get the student training, okay? Student training lasts 6 months. Once you get certified from that, you go on to the advanced training, the coaches training. And that's where you really start to build these things. That's when you start to work with the spirit command power, right? It's going to be wonderful. I'm also going to be bringing out the resonant dowsing basic course here in the next little while. So there will be a kind of a resonant dowsing 101 that will be available here on YouTube. And I'm going to be building out a full course that'll be on the Etherics Academy as well too. That'll be a ways down the road, but that's in the works as well too. Lots of projects I'm doing right now. Okay, let's move on. Can you use the commercial in your home as in a home business? Exactly what I have downstairs, Libra, right? So Libra is asking if you can use the commercial Radiate Regen in your home. So I'm in my home right now. Downstairs is the Radiate Regen system. And I have clients coming into my house that are trying it out, right? I've had well over about 50 clients right now. I'm still looking to expand it because I guess people just get uneasy about coming to a residential home for business. But I'm still looking to put it out there, right? Eventually, I'm going to be getting a commercial property and putting Radiate Regen in there. It'll be our very first official Radiate Regen center that will be in a commercial property, and I'm looking to do that next year. Okay. So in the meantime, I'm basically getting practice, keeping it in my residence, having clients coming over, and kind of getting into the flow of things. But yes, you can absolutely use Radiate Regen as a commercial business in your own home. I already have 6 other people who are developing the Radiate Regen technology for their own centers, okay? A couple of them have their own homes, and they're using Radiate Regen there, and that would be their business. Fantastic. I have a couple of centers, like wellness centers, that are also using it. I have one in California. I have one in Colorado. I have one in New York. I have one in Australia. I have one in New Zealand. I have one in Israel, and I have one in Cambodia, okay? And then we have another one also on Vancouver Island in Parksville. And then I have this one. So those are the available centers that are kind of in development. Mine is already ready to go. Theirs is still in development. They're just putting everything together right now. They're trying to figure out the blueprint of it. And on average, it can take a little bit of time. It could take a few weeks. It's just a matter of getting your equipment, find out exactly where you want to put it in your space. It takes time, and of course, there's no hurry for it. Okay, so yes, if that's something you want to do, Libra, absolutely, no problem. Like I said, you can certainly sign up for it to be a personal technology that you just want to use for your household. You want to use for your family and friends, you just have them come over. You can even have people come over, but you're offering it for free, right? You never ever charge for it on a personal use. Or you can have it as a commercial version, whether you have a commercial establishment or a residential establishment. Completely fine. Okay? As I said, I'm going to be getting into nonprofits. So nonprofit organization application forms will be coming very soon. So this can be a wide array of nonprofit organizations, because I like to put this in schools. I like to put this in hospice care. I like to put this in all different areas of the planet. That's exactly what I'm doing. Like I said, RAYD8 is so young, right? RAYD8 is a young infant right now. It was finished in April, okay? We've only been doing this just under 2 months, okay? I think we've come pretty far in under 2 months of giving birth to RAYD8, right? It's extremely young. It is just a newborn infant. It hasn't even been old enough to learn how to walk yet, okay? It's going to take me a couple of years before RAYD8 really starts to get off the ground and people really start to see it. Because, like I said, we need to do some tests on this. I invite scientists or any other professional who wants to come in, who has devices, who wants to measure RAYD8, and they're more than welcome to, right? I'm very cooperative with all of that. That's why I'm running some of my own experiments, but I'm also using organic research from the testimonials that you guys are supplying, because that helps this so much. This is a baby, right? And we need to let the baby grow. And the more that you guys are giving your feedback, and you're leaving your testimonials, okay, and you can do that. Just go to radiateapp.com, right, and you can use the testimonial section there, submit a testimonial, and I review it and I put it up, right, because this is organic research. We want to basically see how the world can progress a lot further, working together with this powerful metaphysical product, where you're just recharging yourself. Here's the recharge station, here you are as the living battery. That's what RAYD8 does. It charges you up so that your body has all the power it needs to do an incredible job in healing itself. Right? I don't need to heal the body for you. Okay? This is just giving your body the energy that it needs so it can self-heal. That's all it's doing. RAYD8 is not healing you. It's just charging you up. Okay? It's charging up all facets of yourself. And that's the remarkable thing about it. Okay, let's go to Pete. Pete says, "Hi Brad, what water do you recommend? I use distilled and then structured." It's completely up to you. Whatever type of water that you feel is good. If you want to use distilled water and structure it, great, go for it. Whatever water you feel benefits you, right? If it's filtered water, if it's structured water, if it's spring water. I usually use a lot of mineral water. I drink a lot of mineral water, spring water. Right? Sometimes I'll drink filtered water as well too. But that's all I do, right? Whatever type of water system you have is completely great. I would say just drink water, regardless of the type. Just keep drinking it. And like I said, just getting your body flushed out, getting it irrigated, and getting it charged, because like I said, that water holds memory and it will absorb the energy and it will flow through your entire body. Okay, same thing with the breath. Breath is going to flow. The prana is going to flow through your entire body. And you start doing breath work like heart rate variability, it's going to flow through your entire body. Your body is going to get charged. It's going to receive that extra charge from the prana of the water and the prana of the air, right? So you want to make sure that you're doing that, and don't forget your baths. Don't forget your foot soaks, all right? Let's go on to Glennis. Yeah, Glennis says, "Brad, just wondering, does the screen have to be visible to be beneficial?" Yes, yeah, you have to have the screen on. You can't have it blacked out. If you black it out, you're blacking out the interface, okay? So basically, we can have the music on, right? And the music helps, because the music, it does have scalar enhanced vibrations to it as well too, right? It's biomagnetic as far as sound goes, so that's good. But I would suggest having the screen on all the time, okay? There is also there's a mini player function as well too, right? So if you exit out of the program while it's playing, it'll turn into a little screen, right? And that's fine. You may have to do some work and stuff like that. But I would suggest when you can, try to put it back on full screen, because full screen, you're getting the full benefit. Like I said, if you're miniaturizing that player, you're getting other light there that is not coded, right? So it's good to make sure that you're getting the code of the interface altogether. So please have the interface on. Please have your screens turned to maximum brightness. Very, very important, okay? Keep it on charge if you need to. I know some of us want to receive, or basically want to preserve battery power. If that's the case, then put it in your pocket. Okay, put it on your pocket in medium brightness, and that will be fine. Okay, but again, if it's out in the open, maximize its brightness. Very, very important. You want that brightness maximized, because you want that concentration of light. That light is what contains all of those codes, right? That's the concentration effect. The scalar is kind of like the omnipresent peripheral effect, right? You're still getting a great deal of effect from scalar, but the greater concentration comes from the light. And that's what you want. You want that light touching your energy field. Okay? Thank you for your question, Glennis. Llama Llama says, hi Brad, I just want to ask that the mobile phone display or PC monitor doesn't have to shine directly on us for it to work. Can it shine next to or above us? Yes, absolutely it can. So I'm trying to give you guys the best examples that I can. Say, for example, that you have an upper shelf, right? Like I have a shelf over here as well, too. And if I put an upper shelf that kind of revolves all the way around the room, and I'm down here and I'm working on computers, and then I use something like Radiate Regen, right? And I put all of these monitors around the shelf that goes around, right? That works just fine, okay? Because I'm getting all the benefits of Radiate Regen. Maybe I turn the lights off because I don't need them because I'm getting the lights of the display. That's going to work great. So it's up here. I'm not looking at it directly. I'm looking at my computer, or I'm reading a book or something of that nature. But that entire room is getting filled with Radiate Regen, right? That's getting filled with biomagnetic light. That's getting filled with scalar. So again, you do not have to directly look at the application, okay? You do not need to directly look at the screen. You can if you want. That's exactly why I created a beautiful interface for it, okay? For those of you who want to meditate on it, who just want to have open eye meditation and look at it, go for it. Totally okay. You guys don't want to look at it. You want it over to your side, and the light levels are lowered, and all the light that's coming through is through the screens. Perfect. That's great. You're going to get the benefit. The most important thing, guys, and kind of like put this down on like a priority order. Number one, lower the light level of your room if you can, okay? Number two, maximize the brightness of your screen that is playing Radiate, okay? Number three, your choice to decide to look at it directly or indirectly, okay? So direct looking is up to you, but you do not have to directly look at it, right? It follows a similar guide to the EE system. Have any of you here tried the EE system, okay? If you've tried the EE system, you're basically just going into like a lounger, right? You're laying on a bed, and the screens may be above you or around you in that way, and they're working on you, okay? Radiate does the exact same thing, okay? So you do not need to directly look at the light, but you want that light to reach you, okay? Now that's the beautiful thing about light. Even if it's completely dark, you'll notice that you'll get those impressions of the light coming through the screen. Well, we want that, okay? You want the light. The light is very, very important, okay? So like I said, if it's just too bright, you got family members who want the lights on, take your Radiate app, put it in your phone, and put it on your phone, maximize the brightness, put it in your pocket, okay? Do that. All you need to do, nothing else, okay? Same thing with your tablet. You got your tablet, maybe put it under a blanket. That's fine too. Just try to get that light to reach you. That light is very, very important. You do not need to directly look at it, but you want that light either directly or indirectly to reach you. Okay, very important. Okay, David of Shield says, so you're the first and only person on Earth to design this technology. Yes, I am. Okay? I'm not saying that, guys, to toot my own horn. I'm telling you because this is exactly how it is. There is no other person on Earth that is building an engine in the astral plane that represents a technology like Radiate that is therefore anchoring that into a phone app. There's nobody else on the planet. I've looked at other scalar technology. None of them are doing it. This is the first, right? And I stand by that claim, okay? And I'm telling you this because this is showing you something that is thousands of years ahead, and it really is. Because really I see Earth like that, thousands of years ahead, working with things similar to Radiate, but even better than it, right? You're going to be able to work with the astral planes to power everything on the planet, right? Many of them call that 0 point energy. Well, that's the idea of the ether. That's the 0 point. That's the subtle planes that are working together and bringing all forms of power to the entire planet. They did this in the ancient times, right, guys? Every single pyramid on the planet is a charging station. That's what it is. It's a power plant. It's a power center. When you even look at the word pyramid, right? Pyr representing fire or energy. Ahmed representing nucleus. Energy center, energy nucleus. That's what it does. You had sacred sites with specific shape-based geometry that represented the configuration of their cities that were the receivers of the scalar that the pyramids themselves would naturally produce. And that created an energy technology. That was an energy prowess technology that all cultures utilized because they were very much more connected to the land. They were not looking at iPads all day, right? So we haven't developed that yet. So in the meantime, we're using the technology that is very, very common upon the planet to offer radiate in this form of technology, right? This is ancient technology that is coming back now. But for humanity to catch up in making this type of technology mainstream, it's going to take thousands of years, right? Humanity is just going to continue to play around with digital, then they're going to start playing around with AI, then they're going to start playing around with the quantum, they're going to start playing around with the metaphysics, but it's going to take them a while, quite a while, before they're developing this in the mainstream. And I'm giving you guys a taste of this right now. You guys show me. You show me another app that's exactly like Radiate. Go ahead and show me, because I've looked. There isn't one, right? This is the first of its kind on the planet, and I stand by that claim. Not to toot my own horn, but letting you know, guys, I'm giving you a glimpse of technology that is thousands of years in the future right now. That's Radiate, okay? Okay, let's see. So I think it'll take maybe one or two more questions, guys. MLDS says, I love an audio frequency and vibrating mat because screen's only vision, so auditive. Well, that's fine. Etherics, basically, we have a source massage mat, right? You can use a source massage mat while you use this. Okay, the source massage mat is available. I think we only have a couple left in stock. It's almost sold out, so it's best to grab it while you can. Okay. The same thing goes with audio frequency. We have audio on the app. Okay. So we have a soundtrack. We have an audio track that's available. I may in the future start to work a lot more with the power of sound vibration as well too. So maybe I'll develop my own version of a Rife frequency generator or something like that that's online. We'll just see. We'll see how things go. If I'm being led to that, then yes. Otherwise, Radiate, I have more plans for Radiate as well too. There's going to be another app that's going to be coming. It's called Radiate Focus. And that's going to be working on your organs for much more longer periods of time, right? So one organ at a time going together in states of sequence, right? So there's a lot more to come for Radiate. You have not seen the last of it yet. We're just beginning. Okay. Okay, so Catalin says, would it be appropriate to describe the color vibratory rays as the intelligence or higher aspect of the visual colors? Think of it as the essence of those colors. But in that sense, the physical colors and the vibratory colors are not the same, right? But you're looking at the essence of it, the essence of those vibratory colors, yes, right? So it's kind of like you're looking at the heart of those colors, the vibratory signature that they represent. Libra says, hey Brad, if you are using the Radiate and the healing code cards together, does that amplify the cards? Well, the cards themselves already have natural amplifiers in it. But if you basically put Radiate on it, Radiate's going to be charging it around. But the cards have their own programs. Okay, so you can use them together in compatibility with Radiate, absolutely. To amplify it, I can't really answer that question because they have their own codes and they have their own amplifiers that are specifically designed. But like I said, it is scalar with scalar, and it benefits very well. So again, while you're working with the card, you can have Radiate running, and they'll generate a mutual effect. But I can't say if it'll amplify it, okay? Because Radiate has its own amplification qualities that's compatible with the healing code cards, but the healing code cards already have their amplifiers, right? And they're specifically designed for the cards. But yes, they're universally compatible, but I can't say if it'll spike them up a little bit more. We'd have to do more research on that. But you can certainly use them together because they are universally compatible. Okay. Last question here from Catalin. Could you please do a video what each of the 15 vibratory color rays do? That is what you would have to learn when you do the resonant dowsing with me. Okay. That's exactly the course that I'm going to be creating here very soon. I'll be talking about the different vibratory colors, but that is going to be too long for a YouTube video. Okay. YouTube will basically have a 101 version of it, teaching you about the type of pendulums to use and giving you a basic breakdown of such things. But if you want to learn the advanced aspects, you would have to be part of the course. Okay, the course is going to be coming here very soon over the next few months pertaining to resonant dowsing, right? That's my own version of the dowsing method that has combinations of radiesthesia, mental dowsing, and other forms of dowsing as well too. That's kind of combined into one. So that'll be coming soon. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining me today for the day number 2 of the RAYD8 free e-course on the premium version. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be turning this into a playlist on YouTube as well, and I appreciate you guys being here with me today, here on this beautiful Saturday morning where I am. I am going to Hawaii tomorrow, just for a whole week. Then when I come back, there'll be a lot of launches coming as well too. I'm going to be launching a lot of new products for Etherics as we get up into the end of June. So enjoy yourselves, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Take care.